I tell you, this show just gets better and better. I thought that it was going to kind of go down a little bit with the clown being ripped apart by Edward, but it hasn't. It is just really all these twists and turns. It just really takes you. It takes me to the king, Tamala Man. All right. The episode begins with the museum, with them at the museum where all the freaks are, or whatever. We have Spencer and Esmeralda, and they're talking as if um, they're talking about the freaks that he's brought there to the museum to put on display. And apparently he was just like dreaming or whatever. But it cuts to him and Esmeralda sitting down talking, and he basically just wants her to continue to be at the freak show, continue to act like she's a fortune teller, continue to act like she's Miss Cleo, and so that we can kill one of them, get this money. I'll do the rest. You just play your part. And she don't really want to do it. She's starting to see the freaks as not just freaks but people, and plus she's starting to like Jimmy a lot, and he don't give a fuck. He just want them coins, and you gonna do what you got to do to get them coins. If you don't, I'm gonna do something to you. All right, and that's just it. Miss Dot, crazy ass, comes down the steps. She's wondering where Dora is. Dora, Dora. Her crazy ass son Dandy done cut Dora smooth up. Hashtag Patty LaBelle. They ain't have to do Patty like that. She comes into the kitchen, child. She sees Patty dead to the bed. Patty is stretched out on the damn floor, just blood everywhere. Hashtag Bloody Mary. She's screaming, and Dandy comes in, and he's just like, "She was mean to me, mommy. She called me mean things. She threw shitty diapers at me." The mama was like, "I hate you. You're always cleaning up your mess." So apparently, Dandy been doing shit. He's just very very crazy, and just a crazy queen. She was just like, "Go upstairs. I don't want to see you anymore. She's a mother. How could you do this?" He walks up the steps, grinning and smirking and shit. Just a crazy mess. Cut to the scene. Next scene with Elsa and Spencer. He's trying to convince her that he's this big Hollywood guy. He can get her on television or whatever in Hollywood. She was like, I don't believe in being the death of art and civilization. That's what I believe what you do is doing. He was just like, oh, you don't want to be some big star, whatever. Elsa's pretty much not buying it. She was like, no, I'm a star here, and that's just it. Um, Freaking Jimmy Darling is practicing outside, because they have a full house, darling. Because Jimmy Darling to save the world, to save the townspeople, and here comes Esmeralda ass coming up. Wanted to grab his palm, and he was like, "What you doing? What you doing? What you doing?" He was like, "I ain't got time to pleasure you with my hand. Like, what you want, bitch?" And she's like, "Look, I just want to read your palm." She was like, "This is man coming. He's a bad guy. Don't trust him. He'll seem like he cool, but he's really not." What is she talking about? Even though she's full of shit, like a lot of the times um her little fantasies or whatever somewhat come true. Because she said that she saw a man coming when Elsa was performing, and it ended up being Edward Wardrake. So it's interesting. Maybe she knows a little something, something. Nothing like Cleo, girl. Jimmy tries to kiss her and she backs away. He was like, "Yeah, I knew I wouldn't be able to get a girl like you, being a freak like me." "Oh, you can get her, Jimmy. You put the hand on her. She'll go weak in the knees like SWV." Let's see what happened after that. Um, the bearded lady Ethel, she's everybody got to get together. Everybody got to have their shit together because they have a full house. They have an open house, darling. And Jimmy goes to find Dale. Except he just find Desiree, Angela Bassett, and she is a drunk with her titties out, and she was like, "Dale ain't here." They start to sit down, have a sentimental moment. She's talking about all the things that I used to do to her, and it was just very deep. Uh, she was just like, "Look, y'all don't know him like I do. He's actually a cool guy." He was just like, "No, he's not. He's full of shit." But Crowd Boy don't know that that's his deity. Anyway, and at the time, Angela didn't know it either. So all of a sudden, they start kissing. They both emotional. He crying over Meep, and They start kissing, and all of a sudden, Angela pushes him off. She was gonna give him something he will never forget, and he just started. She just started bleeding out like crazy. Ethel takes her ass to the hospital. Jimmy introduced Elsa on stage. Elsa comes out with that same ass tied ass blue, dry cleaned ass Temptation suit. And starts singing. Just it was, I fell out the whole time because she's just standing up there and the audience is not reacting like she would hope. They're just very much like, this bitch, like she is tired boots, and I don't know why she don't get it. All of a sudden she gets in her head, like the mic cuts off. She just looks at all their reactions and she's just tripping, very emotional. They grab her ass, she goes off stage. They gave the bitch the hook like at the Apollo, and that was it. She starts to talk to Spencer. She was like, "No, what is going on with the Hollywood thing? Tell me more." At first, she went into it, but because she thought she was gonna be a star with the Freak Show, but the Freak Show ain't featuring her, and so yeah, Elsa is very conniving. She always has some shit up her hands, don't she? That damn that damn Elsa. All right. Desiree went to the doctor. A bearded lady went there with her. They had a cute little bonding moment. The doctor was like, "Where the hell are you from?" She was like, "Philly." She was like, "The doctor slapped me on the ass and said, 'You have a boy.'" And the doctor was like, "Well, your doctor was wrong. Actually, we know you're a hermaphrodite, but you are actually a full-blooded woman. And it just so happened that you produce too much testosterone, so you have an oversized, enlarged clitori, if you will. And so with that, your body also produced a lot of estrogen trying to compensate for that. So that's why you got three tits. And what you had was a miscarriage, boo. And that all we can actually, fix you, get rid of that titty in the middle, and do something about that enlarged clitoris or whatever, and so that you can actually have babies." And she was like, wow, because she never thought that she would have a baby. She thought that she's actually a boy or whatever, but no, she's a woman. mm, I guess. Child, the Mott's put Dora ass, they're making her into a garden. They put her ass, they had the diggers come over. They already done did 12 feet. They put her ass way down there. It built this garden bed over her, and they putting damn buds down. Just a mess. And they sitting there talking. She was just like, "You just like your father." Um, we found out that Dandy's crazy ass wanted to be an actor, but his mama wouldn't let him. Like, he is really just a crazy queen. It's crazy, just crazy. It's crazy, child. And that mama is touched. Um, let's see. So Spencer, they cut to a scene with them in the museum, and apparently Spencer had killed the twins, and he got their head and put them on display in the museum. And talking to the lady who owns the museum, she was like, "How did they get here? What the hell is going on with you? What is the tea?" He was like, "Yeah, well, they died of natural causes or some shit," he said. She was like, "Oh, interesting." But they cut to a scene where he's trying to feed them pink cupcakes, which is the title of this episode. And Bet is gullible and naive and all for it. She was like, "Oh, they're so pretty." Dot was like, "I don't trust him." And apparently he injected the cupcakes with some poison. Child, Dot ate the cupcake. She's coughing up, foaming in the mouth like a rabid dog. And no, Bet, excuse me, and Dot didn't eat hers. He showed the Bet as damn near dead, can't breathe, Dot crying and showing out. She wondering what's going on with her sister. And all of a sudden, he gets up to suffocate the other twin who didn't take the damn cupcakes. Bitch, you should have took the cupcakes. But apparently, it was all just a fantasy. I can't sing. Anyway, Dandy, he goes to the gay bar, child, where he belongs. And he bumps into um, the strong man. And this is where the hell he been, because he ain't been knocking the boots with Angela, so he messing around with this little gay boy at the gay bar, who's an escort. And he's, like, I'm so much in love with you. He was like, go home to your three-titted diggling wife, okay? Like, what is you doing here? Like, you got issues, mad issues. He's emotional. He's crying and shit. He's so much in love with this little boy. Let me take you out of this lifestyle. He was like, this is my job. I enjoy throwing my boy pussy all around the world. And it's just what it is. You got a wife anyway. Go home to your wife, man. Because Charmaine gets up and leaves. Now, the twins, they, in the mirror, whatever, we find out that he told them the same thing. Um, that he told Elsa he was gonna make them stars and everything. They're gonna have their own TV show and all that. They're all excited about it. Elsa comes in. She was like, "What's going down, girls?" And the vet was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, what's the name? Offered you a show as well. Are you gonna be on our show?" She was like, "Contraire, mademoiselle. I'm going to have my own show and be your mentor." Doc was like, "I don't trust her." Let's see. Let's see. Hmm. Okay, Desiree, whatever her name is, Angela Bassett. She talks to the strong man. He comes back home, and he was just like, "What's up? What's going on?" She was just like, "I'm leaving your ass. Ethel freaking told me that your father, had the crab hands or whatever, and it runs through in your blood, and that's why your son got him. And you ain't never did shit for your son. You sorry as that, and I can't believe that I had a miscarriage by your ass. That I could have almost had a baby by you." He was just like, "What? What's going on?" He gets upset. She was just like, "I'm going to stay with Ethel. I'm sick of your ass. Your sorry ass." That so reminded me of that scene when Ike came to her concert. This is on What's Love Got to Do with It. Y'all know Teen Turner story, guys. That scene when Ike came to her dressing room. She was getting ready to go on stage, and she was just like, "What you gonna do, Ike? Shoot me? You see them people out there? They came there to see me. You hear that? Come to see me." She was just so unbothered. She walked out of there with her three titties jiggling, and I laughed. Um, Gabrielle Sidiblay, who was playing Dora's daughter. She's called from college. Real educated boots. And she calls Mrs. March, and she was like, "Hello." And she was like, "Yeah, I haven't spoken to my mother. Like, what's going on? We usually talk. What's the tea with you?" And she was just trying to make up a lie, saying that she's just busy, and all that. And she asked Gabourey, "Was I a good mother? Because you grew up with Dandy." And she was just like, "I don't really remember you being around that much." She tells the story of Dandy was really, really sick one time, and she didn't know what to do for him, so she just called on the nanny, and he never called for her again. Tragic. So she was just like, "Look, I'm uncomfortable, and just call me when my mama get in. Okay, good night, bitch. Good night. Busy yourself." Dale asked come by to talk to the doctor. Um, and he gets mad. He was like, "If you touch my Desi, I'm gonna whoop your ass. I think it's time for you to retire." He breaks both the doctor hands, saying that you ain't gonna operate on nobody. Not my Desi, my Desi, not a full woman, not a full man, not a chicken, not a dog. You ain't finna operate on a damn thing, and I mean it. He was mean. And it hurt my feelings. Poor doctor. Elsa is driving the damn twins to what they think is, Hollywood or to the city, and she's very much so bringing them to the Dot's house, child, or is it Mott? Dot or the Dots or the Motts, one of the names. The Dandy, the mom and them house, because if you remember first episode, they want to buy the twins, and she's taking them to their house. So we shall see what happens next episode. It's a really, really good episode. Hope I didn't miss anything. I think I got everything. If I did miss something, y'all comment in the bottom, let me know. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. I'm Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me. I'm at It's Kingsworld on Twitter. And Cheskin was here on Facebook. Like, comment, share, retweet, all those moments. Yes, American Horror Story, darling. Pink cupcakes. Yum.